Long before modern cities rose across Africa, there existed a powerful Yoruba kingdom known as Aromir, a land of wealth, warriors. A kingdom ruled by fear. Behind the golden palace walls lived dangerous secrets, secrets powerful enough to destroy a throne. And when a prince fell in love with the daughter of the kingdom's greatest enemy, the fate of Aromira changed forever. Aromir was admired throughout the land. The sound of talking drums echoed through its villages. Markets overflowed with spices, fabrics, and gold. Festivals filled the streets with music and dance. But beneath the beauty of the kingdom, the people suffered. Heavy taxes drained the poor. Villagers starved while palace chiefs lived in luxury, and above them all stood King Olasunkanmi, a ruler feared more than respected. After years away studying leadership and warfare, Prince Adeoba finally returned home. The people welcomed him with celebration. Songs filled the streets, drums thundered across the kingdom, for unlike his father, Prince Adeoba possessed kindness. He listened to the cries of the poor, and for the first time in many years, the people began to hope again. Then, fate intervened. One afternoon, while walking through the crowded village market, the prince witnessed palace guards harassing an elderly woman. Her goods were thrown to the ground. Fear silenced the crowd until a young woman stepped forward. Fearless, beautiful, unshaken. Her name was Zainab. She stood before armed soldiers without trembling, and from the moment their eyes met, destiny began its work. Night after night, Prince Adeoba disguised himself as a hunter and secretly returned to the village. Together, he and Zainab walked beside moonlit rivers. They laughed beneath ancient trees, danced to the rhythm of talking drums, and dreamed of a kingdom united in peace. For the first time in his life, the prince felt free, but hidden beneath their love was a truth dangerous enough to destroy them both. Years earlier, Zainab's father had discovered a terrible secret. He learned that King Olasunkanmi murdered his own brother to steal the throne of Aromira. Before the truth could spread, the king accused him of treason, and he was executed before the kingdom. From that day forward, Zainab's family was branded enemies of the crown. But before her father died, he left behind evidence of the king's crime, evidence now hidden in Zainab's possession. Soon, the festival of New Yam arrived. The palace glittered with celebration. Drummers performed before the royal court. Chiefs dressed in luxurious agbada robes filled the courtyard. Dancers moved beneath torchlight. Then King Olasunkanmi rose from his throne. Today, the king declared, Prince Adeoba shall marry Morenike, daughter of Chief Bankole. The palace erupted with applause. But the prince stood frozen because his heart already belonged to another. I cannot marry her, Adeoba announced before the kingdom. Silence swallowed the palace. Shock spread through the crowd, and rage burned in the king's eyes. Morenike truly loved the prince, but heartbreak slowly poisoned her soul. Consumed by jealousy, she made a terrible choice. Under the cover of darkness, she secretly revealed the lovers' meeting place to the palace guards, and betrayal began its march. That very night, Prince Adeoba met Zainab inside the sacred forest. The moon shined through the trees. The air was calm until fire appeared in the darkness. Torches, soldiers, death. The lovers were surrounded. Spears pierced the night air. Chaos exploded through the forest. Zainab escaped into the shadows, but the prince was captured by his father's men. While Adeoba suffered inside prison walls, another betrayal unfolded inside the palace. Chief Bankole no longer desired influence beside the throne, he wanted the throne itself. As rebellion spread across Aromir, the chief seized his opportunity. In the middle of the chaos, he assassinated King Olasunkanmi. then blamed the villagers for the murder. The kingdom descended into panic. War consumed the land. But guilt consumed Morenike. Unable to carry the weight of her betrayal, she confessed the truth before the people. "Chief Bankole killed the king," she cried. "I betrayed the prince. Forgive me." The kingdom was shaken. At last, the lies surrounding the throne began to crumble. Villagers rose against the corrupt chiefs. Warriors filled the palace courtyard. Thunder roared across the sky. Rain poured upon the kingdom, and beneath the storm, Prince Adioba confronted Chief Bankole. "Power belongs to those willing to take it," the chief shouted. "No kingdom built on lies will ever know peace," Adioba answered. Steel clashed. The battle shook the palace walls, and before the eyes of the kingdom, the corrupt chief finally fell. With the truth finally revealed, peace slowly returned to Aromir. The people crowned Adioba as king, and beside him stood Zainab, not as an enemy of the throne, but as queen. Together they ended generations of hatred. The cruel traditions of the past were broken, and a new era began. Because sometimes the greatest love stories are born in the middle of war, and sometimes love is powerful enough to heal an entire kingdom. If you enjoyed this story of love, betrayal, and redemption, subscribe for more powerful African animated stories. And remember, not every crown deserves loyalty.